GY6 Vids. Today we have a very unique ballistics gel test. 2 rounds that you guys have heard of, but probably have never seen heads up in ballistics gel. It's the 9mm, which is 9x19 or 9mm Luger. They're all the same round. The 9x19 9mm versus the 9x18 Makarov. These 2 rounds, I've never really seen a lot of tests between these two in ballistics gel. So we're using our standard layers of denim, standard FBI grade ballistics gel. We're shooting at 10 feet with a chronograph. I want to see the expansion of the rounds. Today we're using the Hornady Critical Defense. The 9mm is shooting at 1140 feet per second at 115 grains. The Makarov is shooting at 1000 feet per second at 95 grains. So there's a difference in speed and weight, but don't be like, oh, well, that's kind of unfair. Well, that's what the heads up test is for. They're 2 different rounds people like, but really you haven't seen them heads up against each other. So there is going to always be a weight difference and a speed difference between rounds in the versus category in ballistics gel. We want to see what the biggest difference is when it comes to the impact and the kinetic energy drop in its target. So that's what we're doing today. Nobody behind my camera, so all you trolls think that I'm shooting somebody. It's just a tripod, get over it. So let's get into the test, enough talking. All right, so I'm gonna aim to the left side of the block. And yes, I am shooting right-handed. I'm an ambidextrous shooter. Stop asking me what side I shoot with. Left or right, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna try to shoot to the left of the block with the Makarov. To tell you the truth, I've shot like maybe 2 or 3 rounds with this gun already, so I'm not the best shot, so we'll see how this goes. A little bit more room for error. Perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna jump right into the 9mm. I'm not gonna show you a close-up right yet. I'm gonna show you both of them at the very end. It's gonna be kind of cool. All right, going slightly to the right now. A little bit higher than the other one, but not bad. It's gonna be a good little side-by-side comparison. This gel is FBI grade quality, so don't worry about it too much. It's gonna be not affecting either wound channel because they're far enough apart. Now if they're touching, or if the permanent wound cavity is touching each other, it will affect the overall trauma it caused, but these ones are far enough apart where they're not gonna be touching. Let's go take a peek. I'm actually impressed. I've never seen the Makarov inside ballistics gel. I didn't want to research a bunch of stuff online to kind of preemptively become biased against something. So I wanted to see it with my own eyes. And for my test with Hornady Critical Defense, which is a damn good round, so I wanted to pit these 2 together with this brand because they're high quality ammunition. Now granted, some of the results you see in the gel are going to be affected due to the fact of the round, of the make of the round, the powder they're using, the rounds they're using, the FTX tips inside the hollow points. The expansion, perfect. They're both mushroomed out, as you can see. They had no problem mushrooming. There was no clogging of the rounds. But the biggest difference I saw from the 9mm was penetration. There is 4 3/4 inches of more penetration with the 9mm, and yet the expansion in the permanent wound cavity is almost spot on, if not maybe a little bit more width on the permanent wound cavity with the Makarov. So, and you're getting about 15 to 20 grains of extra weight with the 9mm as well than the Makarov, but you're only seeing 4 3/4 inches difference in penetration. So if you're in a situation or in an environment where there's really hot climate and most people are going to be wearing light clothing, go with the Makarov if you have one. Don't be too worried about it because they're only going to be wearing probably cotton t-shirts, if not nothing. But if you're in a colder environment, most people are going to be wearing more jackets, thicker clothing. Go with the 9mm, but you're going to have a little more penetration with that round. So, this is Andrew with GY6 Vids. I hope you enjoyed the review. I will see you next Friday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I'll see you soon. Big chest. This bug is raping my eyeball. So I figured I'd talk in a sensual voice, and now it's raping the lens. Can I say rape? I don't think I can say rape. This bug is forcefully making love to my eye. Without my consent. No means no.
Don't ever point the guns at the cameraman. It's so dangerous. You never muzzle sweep anybody.
I know that's the comment, but don't worry about it. I'm just pointing at a camera and a tripod. When you're at the range, you'll always know when you're about to muzzle sweep someone because usually there's an audible difference. Watch. Point at my tripod. Nothing. One over here. Nothing. One over here. Ah! See? Everybody knows when you muzzle sweep someone. It's like a metal detector. Watch. See? You always know when you're muzzle sweeping someone.
The 300 rip-out round is designed to fragment into multiple projectiles. Today I'll be using the Daniel Defense M4V5 300 Blackout Upper.
Holy crap.